As everyone knows, the 4th of July is the day we celebrate the independence of our nation and the approval of the Declaration of Independence. My favorite line in the Declaration of Independence is the very last sentence. It says, "And for support of this declaration, with a firm reliance on the protection of a divine providence, we mutually pledge our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor." When the men that signed that declaration put their names on that piece of paper, they took their lives into their hands because they were rebelling against Great Britain, the most powerful nation in the world. But after they did that, after they took that step of extreme bravery, we had a 7-year war in which we fought for our freedom from Great Britain. And since that time, our military has fought around the world to protect our freedom, our liberty, and our very way of life. And for that reason, we think the very least we can do in the City of Heath is to have a float in our annual 4th of July parade to honor our veterans.
My name is Odis Lowe. I'm a World War II veteran. I was in the Army, in the infantry. I was in the 25th Infantry Division, and the 25th has never been in the mainland. Schofield Barracks was their home base in Hawaii. And I was in the 27th Regiment, which is known as a Wolfhound Regiment, and they got that name in World War I. The Russians gave them that name. So the people of the 27th Wolfhound Regiment have kind of got a legacy and kind of proud of it. We sailed one time down across the equator and then come back across the equator and ended up in New Guinea. But we left New Guinea, we went to the Philippines, and we stayed there a while. Well, your number one thing was staying alive because you're being shot at. And number two, the job of the infantry is to seize and hold real estate. Well, we're trying to seize all the real estate in the Philippines and hold it. And mountains, hills, and so forth. And temperature got well over 100, especially if you're carrying a 60-pound backpack and ammunition. When you're in active duty and in combat, everything changes by the minute. At one time, you're on the offensive, look like everything going fine, and before you know it, you're back on the defensive. And you talk about what was it like in the Philippines, it was uncomfortable, I'll put it that way. I had carried one end of a litter of a wounded soldier down to the aid station, and I was going back up to my unit by myself. And I ran into a squad of Jap soldiers, and of course I was captured right there in the middle of them, and they were talking, jabbering on what they're gonna do with me, I guess. I couldn't understand them. I think they was trying to decide whether to shoot me, hang me, or cut my throat. But anyhow, another Jap came running in, out of breath, and told us something, and they all grabbed their weapons and took off. Scattered fast except one soldier, and they left him to take care of me. Well, he was kind of tired and sleepy, but he was kind of nodding. Well, I took a package of cigarettes every time they put out a ration of cigarettes. I didn't smoke them, but I put them in the top of my helmet. And then if I had somebody having a nicotine fit, I'd give them a cigarette. But the Japanese was crazy about American cigarettes. Well, I took my helmet off and laid it down, took that package of cigarettes out, and I pitched it out there like that, and he saw those, boy, he'd die for those cigarettes. And left his gun laying. So I traded cigarettes for a gun, so I wasn't captured very long. World War II, everybody was at war. The civilians at home were all at war. They were supporting the war effort in each and every way they could. There's severe rationing going on. But people didn't gripe about not being able to buy gasoline, not being able to buy sugar, not being able to buy new tires for their car. They didn't they didn't gripe about that. I've never been in a parade before. Well, I don't know where I ever did anything to be honored about. I just did what was necessary during my time in the military, but it does make you feel good that somebody remembers that there was a World War II and other wars, and a lot of men died and a lot of men sacrificed. Hoping to get the community all involved in the parade and in the celebration.
It's so important that we don't forget that the reason we have the freedom we have, the reason we have the liberty we have, is that our veterans have been willing to put their lives on the line and fight to preserve our liberty, our freedom, and in fact our very way of life. So this is a big thank you to all of those of you who have served in our military, our armed forces. Thank you for what you do, and thank you for giving us the opportunity to live in this great city, in this great nation. God bless each of you, and God bless America.